Phosphor Dot friends, Earl at thelogbook.com. We're back in the arcade, and we're playing Coco Loco, which is probably not a game a lot of us have run into because this was released only in Spain, or in and around Spain, I should probably say. It may have surfaced in other locales in Europe. As you can see, the game is pretty familiar. This is their attempt at Pac-Man. But there are some distinct differences that really go a long way toward making this its own interesting game. And let's point some of these out before I get to playing. You notice whenever our dude here eats, a power pellet or whatever you want to, whatever piece of American Pac-Man jargon you want to assign to it, part of the maze changes color, and you basically have a timer bar running down, how long that power pellet is effective, which, by the way, is not very long at all. This can also be played by two players simultaneously, and if second player does not assume control of the second Pac person, then that second player's character or on-screen presence will start following yours around. And however, there's a unique disadvantage to that, in that if the second player Pac-Man gets eaten, that's the end of everybody's turn. So I'm not going to say this is the most original game in the world, but there are some very distinct differences that really kind of make this a different animal from Pac-Man. So, shall we play? C. Whoops, that was me. That was all my fault. Okay, so now the second player is following me around, which has advantages and disadvantages. I mean, yes, you're having to worry about whether he's going to bumble into one of the ghosts and get eaten, like just happened. But you can also kind of use him as backup, really. You should always observe the Pac Buddy system. Okay, so basically... Oh no. So now I'm controlling the second player. It's almost like you're controlling the second player anyway. There's just a bit of a time delay. And I believe that's the end of that game. So let's... a vitamin, not a power pellet. A vitamin. So we were just going straight for the marketability. Oh, nice. I like how the skeletons turn into, or the ghosts turn into a skeleton of a ghost. I personally thought that any kind of ghost would necessarily be in the boneless section of your grocer's freezer, but shows you what I know. Not a very good decoy sometimes. Okay. Red guy has left us. He is no more. And these ghosts, they, once you eat the vitamin, they really start trucking away from you. I mean, they are out of there. And this game's equivalent of Blinky is even more annoying than Blinky. It has to be said, and I said it. I do have to grudgingly admit, even though this game is clearly violating all kinds, you know, every possible flavor of copyright law, internationally speaking. I do kind of like the timer thing. I'm dead. Okay. Tough room. I thought I might actually clear a screen there, but we can keep trying. Boy, if you thought you had you really had to babysit a second character with Pac and Pal, and that's nothing compared to this. Okay, interesting. But not interesting enough to keep me alive. Man, okay. You and me, little buddy, are going to be joined in lockstep. We're going to employ the Pack Buddy system here. Which one am I controlling? Ah, it's aggravating. Oh no. It's just me now. The last of us Pac-Men. So close. Bonus points? Based on what? Oh. Okay. Phase 2. And the maze changes. So, a little bit of Ms. Pac-Man DNA in there. Ms. Coco Loco. Senorita Coco Loco. I do not, in fact, know if there ever was a Senorita Coco Loco. Oh, I really would have preferred you staying up there to patiently wait to be eaten, but I will attempt to consume you at the earliest possible availability. I apologize for the inconvenience. So there you have it, Coco Loco. As Pac-Man clones go, I mean, obviously, I think this was programmed from having observed the original game, but was not a modification of the code. There are enough differences that, I don't think there's enough differences for it to survive in, say, a copyright infringement suit, if it ever came to that. However, I am of the opinion that they at least tried to make something new and interesting here.